Shalom. Okay, so we find ourselves in the period between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and I just wanted to share this as in a teaching. This is just some Jewish insights. It's just some insights from the sages that I think is really neat for this time of year. And it sort of shows the importance of understanding Judaism when it comes to reading the Bible. So as I've taught, it was during Rosh Hashanah that God began the creation process. So let's look into the Torah and what the sages say about Genesis 1. So Genesis 1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the original Hebrew is Bereshit bara Elohim et hashayim ve'et ha'aretz. Now the insights from the Baal HaTurim, which is a rabbi that he's really credited with a lot of the gamatria, which is, as I've taught before, the numbers, Hebrew numbers having a equivalent to a letter, and so on. So the first letter in Bereshit is the B, and the B in Hebrew is bet. The reason why the Torah opened with a bet and not the aleph, which is the A, is because the bet has a connotation of a blessing, barakah. The reason Torah opens with bet, which is equal to 2 in gamatria, is because the two worlds that were created, and this is the world and the world to come. The reason the Torah opens with a bet, which is equal to 2 in gamatria, is because of the two Torahs, the written Torah and the oral Torah, to teach you that the world was created in the merit of Torah and of its learners. Bereshit, beginning, the same Hebrew letters as Bet Eresh, first house, meaning first temple, as it says in Jeremiah 17:12, an honorable throne exalted from the beginning, the place of our temple. So the same Hebrew letters as A, B'Tishrei, first of Tishri, which is when the world was created. Tishri, which means the Hebrew month of September, during which is Rosh Hashanah. This is the same Hebrew letters as the Yarei Shabbat, which equals all of the Sabbath, to tell you that the worlds were created in the merit of the Sabbath. And the same Hebrew letters as Baret Aish, which is a covenant of fire, is that in the merit of the covenant, which is the circumcision, and is in the merit of fire, which is the Torah. We will be saved from the judgments of Gehenna, which is hell. So Bereshit bara, in the beginning, which in its numerical value spells out on Rosh Hashanah the world was created. Bereshit, in numerical value, the letters also equal with the Torah he created, because the world was created of the Torah, which he called Reshit. And the Jewish sage Rashi comments on this very verse in the Torah, and he tells us that the Torah itself is Reshit, as are the people of Israel. So the numerical value to Israel is chosen among the nations is also a numerical value of 613 he created. That he created the world for the sake of Israel, keeping the 613 commandments. There are 613 commandments, not just the 10. The 10 are just the 10 sayings, and then 613 proceed. So, moving into Genesis 1:2, the earth was in chaos and void. Chaos and void. Tohu va'bohu. This phrase appears 2 times. Here in Jeremiah 4:23, I have seen the earth, and behold, it is chaos and void. This teaches that God, the Holy One, foresaw the destruction of the temple when he created the world, and that it would be in the year 411, which equals Tohu, meaning laid to waste or void. Since, behold, the first temple stood for 410 years and was destroyed in the 411th year. And the second temple stood with a numerical equivalent of the word hayeta, which is 420. And this is why it states Vehe eretz hayeta, and the earth was, which is the phrase that precedes tohu in this verse, and as afterwards it is written darkness, which is a hint to the exiles. And this is also expounded in Bereshit Rabbah 2:4, another explanation, and the earth was chaos and void, which has a numerical equivalent, gamatria spelling of 2,000 years without Torah. Then we move to the Spirit of God was hovering. This has a numerical equivalent of this is the Spirit of Messiah. So I just wanted to share this really neat Jewish insight behind Rosh Hashanah. So anyhow, I hope you have a blessed Rosh Hashanah, and may your names all be inscribed on Yom Kippur. Shalom.